Hey everybody, happy Sunday. It's Caleb again. Today's topic is how do you deal with being misgendered? How do I deal with being misgendered? That's a tough one for me. It depends on the situation. It still happens quite a bit. So um, on the phone, I'll usually correct them just because they can't see me, and my voice sometimes sounds, I guess, feminine to them or whatever. So I'll just correct them and refer them back to my name, which is legally Caleb James Oming. So, and usually it's just a honest mistake. In person, that's a little more difficult for me. I still have like all these fears of, I'm semi-stealth, so I don't tell people unless I feel like they need to know. But I am okay with educating. My experience is that when people have found out, it's not ended well. So usually, I mean, it's gotten better over some time, but so I'll try to. I will either correct them or I'll ignore it if it's just an honest mistake. I usually just ignore it if it's someone who knows I'm trans and they've been doing pretty well and they just slip up. I just sort of give them a look and let it go. Excuse me, sorry, I'm getting over a sinus infection. Like with my family, I really don't put any energy into changing that. I just ignore that. They're just going to see me how they see me. And I think maybe for the most part, I found some peace in not forcing other people's perception of me to conform to my perception of me. Just because I get frustrated, I seem to attract all the people that will vocally tell me trans people don't exist. So, like, if they need to see me as a butch lesbian, then I guess that's just how they need to see me, but they're not going to be ever allowed in my inner circle because they have no desire to get to know me. So why would I do that? So I guess that's how I do it. I usually just overlook it, ignore it, work on the feelings that come up within me that cause the issue. Now there have been times when someone was doing it on purpose just to get a rise out of me, and that was a little trickier. It ended up I had to confront them, and that's not ever easy for me. I don't confront people well. I try to work on my anger, and that has nothing to do with testosterone. I've always had a temper, just to put that out there, because that seems to be the obvious thing. Oh, well, it's because you're on testosterone. No, I've always had a temper. It's gotten better since I've been on testosterone, though, oddly enough. I've calmed down quite a bit. I really didn't expect that to happen. But, yeah, so I ignore it for the most part. I just let it go and let people think of me however they need to feel safe in their own skin. And, for me, I guess most of the time, I'm at a place where, in my journey, in my transition, my life journey in general, where whether it's a misgendering or it's some other misunderstanding or some other assumption or whatever, just overlook it. People's opinion of me or perception of me really has nothing to do with who I am at all. And I've really had to make that distinction for my own sanity, honestly, and my own peace of mind. So that's just, and some days are easier than others to do it. Some days I come home and I'm just pissed off and, whatever. So I have, I don't know if you can, I have a little workout area, my elliptical, and I have some weights on the floor, and I punish the hell out of them when I've had a bad day. I don't know. That's what works for me. Like I said, I know there's some people that are able to just be very adamant and, they feel the need to correct people constantly. I just don't. I guess I'm definitely male. I definitely see myself that way. I just don't feel the need to force anyone else to see me that way. And that does cause pain. That causes internal pain for me. That kicks up some dysphoria sometimes. It can change the mood of my day, so that I start my day over. you know, or I call a friend, or I, come home and work out, or I just, withdraw inside myself until I have a moment where I can, journal it out or process it, or call someone. But I mean, it is what it is. It's the nature of life. In my understanding, from my worldview, stereotypes abound about everybody. Sometimes I take the hit. Sometimes I have to take the ride on the stereotype train. Some days it happens more often than others. And if I feel like there's an educational moment that can happen in a safe way to a receptive person, I'll take the opportunity. Otherwise, I'll just let it lie. So hope that helps. That's how I do it. May not be the right approach for anyone else, but that's what brings me peace and ultimately helps me get through my day and just sort of like all the little fragments that make up my life helps keep them together. I hope that makes sense. Integrate them a bit. Um, the other, oh, and so if you're interested in being a paper boy and doing something like I have done right here, um, hit me up. Drop me an email, drop me your information, and I'll get you connected with Ty. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. So thanks for watching. I hope something I've said maybe helped. And you have a wonderful day. Happy Sunday.